Mali safi.
Purity and Chulak, episode 25.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi guys, my name is Shula. I'm just here as a support system. This outlet is hers, so let's make her shine.
No. Yeah. Welcome back to another episode of Purity and Shulak. I'm Purity Mbogwa.
And I am Shulak Mbogwa. Welcome to P&S episode
25.
Yep.
How have you been?
I've been great. Can't complain. Nilikuwa nimeenda home. Had a well-deserved rest. Nika-calibrate. Nika-rethink some of my life choices. Nikapatana na ile picha ulieka IG, ile ya Nicki Imani. Ile picha tulipiga si wote tunakaa tuko. Especially mimi. I seemed like someone who was out of this world.
Yeah.
So I had to ask myself those questions. Why are you out of this world? And it was good because since I came back from home that long weekend, the energy has been on point. I really needed that.
You did it was a reset.
Yep, and it was well deserved.
Okay. But home has something. Tuongee Kiswahili kidogo. Home inakuanga na
Effect yake.
Inakuanga na effect ya kuku reset na ya kukufanya rethink and just for you to re-strategize. It does that for somebody.
And I think it's because ukienda home, you also connect with your, ita sound bougie kidogo, but you connect with your inner child more.
Oh yeah, yes.
You now see maybe the 7-10-year-old you. Again, it also reminds you where you come from.
The journey.
Keeps you grounded. And then it reminds you why you left home in the first place.
Oh yes.
Why did you leave home? Because they wanted. And how did you want to come back home? As in, hiyo kizungu imekata. In what state did you want to come back home? Mama, in what state do you want to be coming back home? I want to come back home a successful man.
Oh yes.
I want to come back home as someone who is unanipata. But the conversations I'm having with mom, with dad, different conversations, not the same. So it has that effect of just you connecting with your inner child.
Yeah.
And just reminding you why you are pursuing some of the things you are pursuing.
Yeah. Yep. Interesting.
Yep. So it was a well-deserved break. Mimi nilifurahi.
Nice one. For me, if I knew I would hiyo weekend ingekuwa mrefu hivyo, I would have taken that longer break and traveled. But nakumbuka I had traveled
the previous week,
which was also so nice because there's also something about, moms are the best.
True. Hands down
To moms.
Hands down.
I was treated like a queen. The treatment, Sasa nikitoka I was just like, when you leave and you're just, speaking blessings and just wishing them well and just praying everything goes to plan. Unaona ile, at times, when you find yourself in situations where there's nothing much you can do about a situation or about anything, I pray. And I remember just, just praying everything and whatever desires that, mom has.
Yep.
Anything, iende tu according to plan. So, but my week has not been the best. Na I think tumesema hivyo sana.
Which is understandable. Tunasemanga at times these things go on for a month actually.
Yeah. For
months, that are not just a month.
Yeah. So mine has been nothing to report.
Mine.
Yeah.
It was a good jump start, yani.
Okay.
Like it really got me on toes. And just reminded me I want to do most of the things I'm doing. First, content creation. No, first, career. My media career. And I'm like, there's still hope. Still have a long way to go. It also made me realize that you're actually on the right track.
Okay.
And there's a reason I'm where I'm at right now, at the position I am.
Where
Second, content creation. I looked back and I was like, it's weird. Uh, you and I set up every Sunday
yes.
to do what? Kupiga story. Unajua ukiangalia tu inakaa tu absurd.
For what?
For what?
Yeah.
Then I remembered with the other content I create. There was some twosome.
Yeah.
Kate comes all the way from Buruburu kufanya nini? Kupigia camera story. And unanipata because you don't even know who you're addressing. It's like, okay, that's also a thing. Because I've done this for long. Alafu the joy you get when it's like, okay, twende. In this episode,
go live.
You feel it's like you're in another dimension. Music, the things I want to do back home. So it was basically just, to Rodi, let's try again.
The energy is back. The mindset is right. Now
At
we
least,
go.
Yep.
Now we go. Okay, that's good. That's good. I think we go into today's topic.
Yep.
Right? Watoto wamefunga shule. And when I say watoto, I don't know why it sounded off in my mind. Kids have closed high school. Mostly I'm focusing. High school, primary. But it's interesting how the moment you shift from that level of life, like ukishapita hiyo level, I barely notice the periods.
Not unless you have a sibling who is in high school.
Then I'm unable to track.
Yep.
And to make sense of it. And in today's episode, let's just dive into our high school experience. High school, how many years back?
Ulikuwa high school 20?
I didn't think about
because
that.
For me it was 2015 to 2018 years was 20.
Mine was.
Hey, ulikuwa by the time I was in form 2 you had already graduated.
Yeah.
So yours is
2008. Yeah, 2008.
To 12.
No.
11.
Yes.
Wait.
Yeah, 2008
11
to 2012.
12.
Yeah, 4 years.
4 years, yeah, 12.
Yeah,
12,
4
12.
years. So 2008
but
to
ulimaliza
2012.
2011, si ndio? December. Hiyo period tu basi. Let's just say 08 to 12.
Did I? Kwani naona kama it was 4 years.
Ilikuwa 4 years. So 2008 form 1, 9 form 2, 10 form 3, 11 form 4.
Then it must be 2009.
9.
Yeah.
Okay.
2009. Yeah. 2009 to 2012 I joined Meriliki High School.
The great
Meriliki High School. For me that was something. Because kumbuka umetoka Ocha. We come from Nyahururu.
Oljoro. To be specific.
To be very specific. And so now you're coming to Nairobi. That was very interesting for me.
And I remember you were excited. I kind of remember tulikuwa Kahawa West. Yep. When the placement came.
Yes.
When we learned that you were going to Meriliki.
Yes.
I can't remember. I can't remember what level I was at that point. But I can remember the excitement.
Yes, because at least my grades were good. Then the placement was also a good one. So kulikuwa, it was a bit of what we can call smooth sailing.
Yep.
Tukaingia and I think the experience of just joining high school ukiwa waitangu fresha mono. You walk in, menunua everything that's needed, the environment, meeting new people. You're scared at the same time.
Yep.
There's a bit of, I think by that time excitement ilikuwa imeshuka kidogo, so now you're more scared and a bit anxious because now it's a new environment and everything.
No,
unaachwa peke yako. Yeah. And for me, but it was great because unafika, then we had school moms. I don't know how it was for you guys. For us, the moment you umefika, there's somebody already assigned to you. Once you're done with all that registration, whatever process, somebody now to walk you to your bed, because parents were not allowed to go inside.
Wait, it was that strict?
Yes.
Hey.
Very. So the moment umeletwa and everything has been verified, your parent is asked to leave. It's not like yours. I remember yours, we took you inside, we made your bed, we did all that. We
interacted with those guys who were sleeping there.
We warmed you up to just to settle you in. Ours was different. Nafika, the parent say bye. From there, your school mom comes. Sasa ni anaenda anakupeleka. Makes you bed and all that. Kupanga box. Then now you settle in. Day one. Not a bad experience actually. And sijui kama ulipata hii feeling because kwa hiyo process you being registered and all the stuff that is required is being verified. You sort of overhear other people's grades. So I don't know what's with the entitlement. I don't know how kiburi. some ego. I'm like, me I got these marks. And somebody else has these marks. Na tuko the same shule. Mi nataka kuhama.
And they forget the placement is different. Because, exactly. For instance, I realized that private schools, to come up for 20, for 25, will go to a national school.
Yes.
For public schools, they can even take 370. Ama 380. Because again, plus pay also depends on where the school is situated.
Yeah. There's a lot that goes with the rankings.
Yeah, but there's that entitlement of there's no you got this, I got this, and we're going to be in the same class actually.
Kabisa. Now that was me. I remember ranting kidogo. Like, mimi naona, and I'm here with my good marks. The entitlement.
Kiburi FC.
Kiburi. But I think that was the first phase for me. It was good, and you're sort of excited about, like for me, primary we had done boarding.
Yep.
You had not.
I had.
You had.
Class 6 to 8.
Or 6 to 8. Oh yeah, 6 to 8. Same to me. So boarding was not a new concept for me.
Yep.
Ushazoea, like you have you know how it works. There's nothing new you're expecting. So for me it was easy.
Okay.
Sasa tuende sasa kwa now settling in, and some of the things that really fascinated me about high school. Naingia, I don't know who started the concept of you wake up, go for prep. You read your Bible. Sijui kama mlikuwa mnafanya hivyo.
Mandatory.
No, not mandatory.
Automatically.
And I don't know where it came from. So you wake up, prep, and it's me, I don't know where that concept came from. But somebody
then
was just unaamka, unasoma Bible, unaomba, then you start the day. It's just the routine, the routine element of it that hadi saizi sielewangu. But it really stuck because everybody else would do it. Then I think it just became a habit. And routine ingine sasa yenye iliwahi ni fascinate ni the routines, like the cleaning. See, immediately you're given roles. As much as you're very new. Unaambiwa you're going to be cleaning whatever.
You're going to be collecting litter around the country.
You're going to be
washing these toilets nini.
You're going to be washing the classroom. Mwingine atakuwa anaosha the dorms, the dormitory where you're sleeping. You see that culture, routine. I think it's something that still fascinates me till now.
Something that has also just come up. To cut you short kidogo, the systems in high school. Because high school was basically run by students.
Yes.
Because the environment captain was in charge of ilikuwa, but there was someone in charge of the cleaning.
Yes. And what was the name?
What was it? Haikuwa environment?
Not environment.
But there was a name for it.
Yeah.
But this guy was in charge of making sure the whole school was clean. Not chase involved, but the school was clean.
And everything.
Dorms peer, not
Yes.
chase involved,
Yes.
but
Yes.
the dorms will be washed. Systems,
very interesting.
which also goes to show that systems hazikuangi, hizi systems za governance hazikuangi pia kitu mbaya. It just came up. Juu walimu ilikuwa minimal sana. Hiyo ilikuwa ku oversee. So nani ya kuosha? Okay. Unatoa strokes zako na unaenda
move and you move. And I know it used to be a big deal even kuchaguliwa prefects. And it's interesting how the moment you're nominated to say be a prefect or be a captain of something, you assume power. Nitasema nini? Ukipatana na saizi na polisi mwenye ako plain clothes, you're likely to interact with them just the normal way. The moment they put on the uniform,
ama atoe tu badge, it changes everything. True.
Ni kama wako more like it changes. It's an interesting concept.
The elements of power.
How power, cause hiyo prefect the moment amechaguliwa, like it's just different.
Even captains used to have their own like dining area. Where I went to, it used to be called the high table. So basically the dining area kulikuwa na podium. So podium ilikuwa yao, so they had their tables. So if you guys are having quarter loaf, then they'll have half.
They had privileges.
Yeah, they had privileges. Plus also the uniform.
They also had a different, the sweater.
Yeah, something to distinguish them.
Yeah, from the rest of the team. And they would make things move and everything would move. Na ukipatana na utampea ile respect. Inafaa, you know. So that was quite interesting. And so I think now settling in, those are just some of the things that really stood out for me. Na hii kukuwa na school mom pia naweza bembelezwa.
So for you, for girls it was an easy ride.
Yeah,
they really take care of you, the school moms.
Literally, the first days they clean your clothes. They wake you up, they make sure you're showered and all that. You go have breakfast. Mkitoka to class, you're not stranded at any one point. So hata nguo zikiibiwa kwa hanging lines, she will sort you out. Because also when I got a daughter, a school daughter at some point, I noticed I was also doing the same. Lakini sasa you can do it overboard to a point where now sasa umempampa sana hadi ajui nguo zinafanywa nini wapi or whatever happened. But for me it was quite easy.
So for how long?
For at least Form 1, the first term. Until
usettle in sasa unajua kuna zote kwa hiyo shule.
Okay. Na until now the systems pia zime settle in, like the timings and all that. Yeah. That was quite interesting. And so we move on to maybe the gradings, the grade systems. It's interesting how when I joined Form 1, mwanzo hadi mwisho. Then as I progressed, the grades zinaanza
scale
zinaanza tu kupungua.
Graph inaanza kukaa.
Graph inashuka tu yenyewe. But that was an interesting concept, and I don't know. I just remember when I finished high school thinking to myself, can I go back? If I was asked to go back, would I like go back? And I'm like, no. Not that it was bad, but I feel like, hey, we used to study. Unapata, when you say too much studying now.
Yep.
From 8 till 4, obviously with the tea breaks and the lunch breaks and all that. But then unapata after 4, you still have another session. During prep,
after games.
Yeah, some days. Kulikuwa na prep, especially now I think Form 3, Form 4.
So amko mnaenda games. Hey.
Not all the time. I think
So
games ilikuwa I think
so
one day.
So ende chai.
You have your tea.
You go have your tea, then come back.
Then you come back for another session.
Then go for supper.
Then go for supper.
So umeshower around the same time umeenda ku have tea. Ama nyinyi mlikuwa mnashower usiku. So when you go to have supper, that's the time when you shower.
No, actually we used to shower. No, it's not actually supper time. Mkienda kulala, that's when you go shower.
So that's form 3, form 4.
Yeah. I think that's where the timetable was a bit stretched.
Oh, but normally games, shower, supper.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a period. You can shower, you can choose to shower your time ama after prep. So that consistent tutaita nini studying, and for a person who, because kama mimi, I like to study then have some time on my own. We have two different kinds of people. There are types of people who, when they're taught something, it sticks immediately. They don't need to go back and revise and do all that thing.
Yeah.
Then there is also the other type where, kama mimi, I have to go back, reread the thing for it to sink in. So no, when you're studying back to back, do you have the time? And you have assignments. You're not able to do all that. And what saved me, because nasemanga this saved me, is when there was a rule that there's a time tuition was eliminated.
Yeah, it was Mutula Kilonzo.
Yeah, Mutula Kilonzo. He saved my life. Literally.
Yeah, I remember you used to come home for the holidays, then you would stay for like a week.
Yeah, go back. A week, then go back. Then kumbuka, midterm is 2-3 days, then go back. Weekend, then go back. So that one saved my life big time. Ngeli unasemanga big time. And because also it was after 4 you're not supposed to study. You see, us, we used to study.
Yep.
And nakumbuke, even morning prep, there's a teacher we just find a teacher coming to class. You asubuhi ya prep.
You don't have your time.
You don't have your time. You don't even have time to decompress and just process whatever it is you're doing. Like I was saying, unapata in the morning when you're doing your morning prep, kuna mwalimu atakuja tu class.
Hiyo time umetoka kulala sasa.
Yeah, that time you're supposed to
do your own study,
before now you go have tea and start the day. So unaona siku yako isha kuwa like ilifikanga point you feel like it's too much. It's too much. But then God that happened, because at least now we managed to get a few
hours to
yourself. Na hizo breaks zikakuwa longer. And sasa the funny thing, hata hizo breaks, which brings me to one of the things that mtu alikuwa na look forward to, midterm. Ama hiyo kufunga. Now as much as you have the time, do you think nilikuwa nasoma?
Nope. Hey, lakini ilikuwanga tricky.
I don't know what used to happen.
Hata assignments.
Mimi nilikuwa yule wa tumepewa assignment na nitabeba bag na vitabu mingi. Lots of books, but I can promise you I won't open even a single one.
You know we are on the same page. Hata mimi kuna time around form 3, mom got pissed off. Like she snapped. Sasa hii bag yetu tunabebanga ndio hakuna kitu. Kwanza mimi remember like the last week. No, the last day actually. Ndo sasa mfunge the tuseme kama leo. Today is the last day you'll be in school.
Yeah.
So now you'll go home. Silikuanga ni kama you close on maybe Wednesday. Mtenda home Thursday asubuhi. So I remember even I had a friend called Bundi. Kiambia na vile mimi week 1 nitaenda nifanye homework. Like this first week.
Yeah.
I'm going to do my studies, do my homework, prep myself for the open exams. Then after the first week, sasa TV, nini, raha tu yani kujibamba. Let me tell you, Mimi sikuimaliza assignment.
And I was trying to think about it.
You find yourself rushing on the last day sasa.
Actually, mimi your last day, I would try and do it. Obviously, it's too much. So, tukifika, cause at least ningefika mapema, hiyo time do, now when your other classmates wamefika, ndo kwa like ushafanya assignment, cause kuna wale walikuwa washafanya.
Yeah.
Copy paste.
Kila kitu.
So hiyo usiku, actually, it's just not me.
3/4 the class.
Majority tulikuanga class. Mnafanya nini?
Assignment.
Mnafanya assignment. Or maybe now they started saying immediately after they're going to be giving us an exam.
The open exams.
Yeah. So now ukifika sasa niyo kutry ku recap because you've not been studying the whole time.
Kuna paper 1, au kumbuki anything.
But I was also thinking maybe that's where the problem comes in, because when you come home, especially kama, at times I feel like we rush through life. Ama it's like we are expected to know what to do. For instance, you're in primary, sindo? You've done your KCPE, you've passed, you have that ka break kidogo. What do you do during this break? Ukiwa home,
you just stay.
Movies. At times maybe you're easy, you're not doing anything, because kama for
relax. Mine was just relaxing. I will do the basic chores. Wash the utensils, osha nyumba. Then most of the time I'd be out riding my bike.
Okay.
Ride my bike, unanipata. Come back, maybe watch something. Then back then I used to draw. Okay. Then draw, like I just had a lot of time to just. Alafu we are also happy memalizana na primary school. So it's just you and yourself, you and your thoughts.
Yeah. Because now you've relaxed, sindo? Then now you're going to another system. Acha tuite system because it is a system. Because I feel like personally, I think to some people having a routine comes easy. Moyo na watu hata because I would visit like some friends, not so many, but they sort of have a routine. You wake up at this time, you do 1, 2, 3, you say do breakfast, do the dishes, whatever. Like your day is planned. Mimi mambo ya routine nimekuja kuijua after, like I think when I'm an adult or something.
Really?
I think so. Like at home.
Try and look back. Just try and look back a few years back. Utapata maybe ulikuwa na routine. Because for me, looking back, I realized that I had institutionalized myself at a very early age. Mimi nilikuanga najua, my routine was easy. I'll wake up and I'll wake up, make sure mbuzi zimekula. That time kulikuwa na mbuzi, si ndio? Then I'll have breakfast. Then nitapush mom. Once ameenda, I'll come back, do the dishes, clean the house, have lunch. Then sasa bike ride, then come back, watch. Nakumbuka kulikuwa na repeat ya kitu kama Churchill Row saa 8 watch. Then now draw, wait for the beat at around 5 and TV.
Yeah, the beat ilikuwa
but me looking back, nilikuwa na ka routine. Sikuwa najua. It was not something intentional. But looking back, ndo nasema ukilook back utapata ulikuwa na routine yako.
You know, the reason I'm saying that ni unaona umekuja umerelax. Okay, kuna zile vitu obvious I knew I needed to do. I knew I needed to do the dishes. At least that much I know, and clean the house. Aside from that, what else am I doing? Then ama tuseme mimi I was lazy. The break come to high school, tukichukua hizo breaks, either I would be in Nairobi ama at home, ama Nyahururu, right? And nikiwa Nairobi, because your parents' routine continue. You get, like, if they go to work in the morning, they wake up and prep and they go to work. You're left at home
alone. Yeah,
sindo, you do whatever you need
to do.
Like, honestly, sikuwa nafanya anything.
Or just lazy around, basically.
I would just be there. But there's something about that period. I think you don't even know what to do with yourself. That's why I'm saying I don't think I used to have a routine. Because I would wake up at whatever time.
Long. It was 2 months at that time.
Is it?
It was December, whole of December, sindio? Alafu Jan.
No, high school.
Oh, unasema holiday high school?
Nasema high school.
It was just like 3 weeks.
1 month kama 3 weeks. Ya primary iko sawa kuzinaeleweka and you're young and that's okay. No, shift to high school when you're a bit grown. You see that period where you can tell yourself, okay, between 12 to 1, I am going to study, then I'm going to do this, then I'm going to do this. Me, I just used to be yulewa. Kumbuka utawatch movie tuseme hadi saa ngapi? Late nights. I think I used to do lots of series back then. So you're not even waking up mapema. You're waking up maybe midday. Breakfast, lazy around. Jioni ukijua your parent is coming back.
Vyombo mbio sasa.
Mbio. You know. And at times hata ningepatwa kama sijaosha ama sijaanza kupika. Then now they're frustrated and all that. But I think for me, a routine, like having a routine, like being very intentional, I don't think I had that at that time.
Plus, I also think it's because this routine that you had for like 3 months, Jan, Feb, March, before the April holiday, it's not something voluntary. You wake up because you have to, and there are consequences
if you don't.
The punishments, the nini, maybe suspensions if you don't do this and this. So I think this 1 month that lazing around is because by this I niko na freedom. It's not my time to relax
and just be easy.
And I believe that is why it was hard to even do studies, because you're like, ito umenifinyilia miezi 3 alafu mimi nijipeleke.
But I think something, I don't know.
Because okay, for me, friends that I kept contacts with from primary school, those who used to do their homework used to be in institutions where the homework will be checked at the gate.
Okay.
But for me it was different. It was they will check it the first week ama maybe the next day. So unaangalia lessons unaona hatuna kem. So kem hata sitakopi leo nitakopi kesho ama kem itakam jioni, kitu kama hiyo. But now with people with schools which used to check the assignments at the gate, and if you've not done it,
it becomes
an issue. Uko na mama yako hapo. We have a cousin Wambo. Kwa ilikuwa hivyo. So if hujafanya homework, mnaenda mnakaa na mama yako playing ground like in a dining hall hadi umalize. Then anakurudisha again, they check, alafu they check the homework, then you are given. Ukishindwa kumaliza you go back. And afterwards you'll still have your punishment. Utakuwa na punishment hapo. So mimi naona kama wenye walikuwa najua wenyewe tumekalu ile design wataangalia the first day. They will do their homework yani vizuri. But sasa ukijua you'll have like a day ama or two
then
to recover. Okay. You're like, it's my time to rest. Jupia, the school routine was hectic. It was hectic,
but you would imagine it's like a switch on and a switch off. You get, because when you resume school, your brain automatically knows we wake up at this time, we do so and so at this time. No challenge. When you immediately mefunga, it's like it shuts.
Yep.
Completely.
Plus, our parents also used to encourage it.
No, that's the point I'm coming to now.
They're like, sasa unajisumbua nini? We lala. I remember me, there are times I used to wake up early. Unajua mimi kupenda kuamka mapema from. So don't wake up early. Ndo ni msindikize akienda job. Then she's like, sasa unaamka
mapema kufanya nini?
Umekuja mapema sana. With dad it was also the same. Asikia ameamka na amka kwa zile za sasa unaamka kwenda wapi? We
lala.
So also they kind of contributed to it.
Because I'm just thinking, because it's not to say that now since mmefunga shule, now you're spending until now you're interacting with your parents more. You're not,
their routine is the same.
Their routine sticks. You're left to yourself to figure yourself out, and that's the point I was trying to say. At times kuna assumption you're grown, you need to know what you need to do. You get, but at times, are you really grown?
Nope, you're still the same kid.
Because I think me, how I would, or at least I hope I would want to parent. Unaona, as much as umekuja holiday, there is a schedule. It's not like, okay, maybe the first day you can chill and whatever.
The first 2 days.
The first 2 days, it's okay. You have do whatever you need to do, watch whatever you do your stuff. Yeah. The third day, okay, we are having a program. You're doing things a certain way.
Waking up at this time.
Yeah.
You're doing your assignment at this time. Then unajibamba.
Yeah. At least some structure. Because I feel like haikuwa, so you're just there with yourself. Whatever you choose to do, you do whatever. Like kuna wazazi I hear, they even plan their kids' tuition. Yeah. If they know you're failing at some point. And now, not to say that my parents were not very, not like my parents. Like my parents are your parents.
Maybe I'm actually adopted. Unajua?
I say that because we were in different ages.
Yeah.
Sindo?
High school mi nilikuwa lower primary.
I feel like you know how they say you're brought up by the same parents, but the experience is different. Because kama my parents, ilifikanga time, they were not even asking for grades. Hawako wanafuatililia. What did you get? Did you fail? Were they really asking ati umefunga shule, whatever? No. But I think it's important. Nilikuwa nasema there are parents who will schedule tuition so they know the kid at this time is studying. Ama wanajua wako na weakness ya hii, so this time they have purposely set it out to. All I'm saying, I feel like I wish or I would hope that parents are a bit more engaging when you none of those breaks. Yeah. Just to sort of help. We are grown, yes, at times, but I don't think mtu anakuanga.
In high school, we are not really that grown. We also need a lot of guidance.
Yeah.
And remember, I always say that guidance is not the words. That took an example wa kuonyesha this is how you kufanya tu vitu zake akiwa na routine kake vile tu umesema. Create a routine for you. No, that is guidance. Not telling you by the end umefanya homework. Hakuna mtu alikuwa na kila mtu alikuwa anamjua by the way. But umefanya.
So I think that's as far as the grading system goes. But even as I mentioned that, you know how the grades were up here and then for some reason they went down. I think what really kept me grounded is I knew I'm not dumb. And I've always been a very big cheerleader of myself. Like I know I'm smart. Even if it's not showing on the grades.
You know,
like I know I'm
for a fact.
I know for a fact I'm good. I just need to sit, study and process. But I knew because those grades at times they were not very pretty to look at. But I always knew that I'm smart. So that's what kept me going. Hata kama because mara mingi you would get scenarios where there are some teachers who would be like, they're moving with the first ones. So long as a few people understand, we are good to go. They
actually call them out. Nani mko sawa?
Yeah, you're good. We move. So now it's for you to go look for them to teach you or to make you understand whatever you did.
It was not good by day.
It was not good, but they would do that at times. And so I think that's as far as the grading system and the whole setup ya nini. I think another thing that I didn't like about the midterms and midterm was okay because it was a few days. The holidays,
the long ones
was
April, August, December.
Was having to split myself. So what would happen when you close, you either do what? I would either start with stay in Nairobi for a few days, then for the rest of the time, go back.
Yeah.
Go to
Oljoro.
Yeah. Nyandarua County, yeah? Yeah. So I never used to like, feeling like you have to keep dividing the time. Okay, now I do this, then I do that. That one, I know I didn't like that at some point. Yeah. But that was high school. It was not a bad experience for me. Because actually with the routine, I like to clean. And when I'm in the mood, I can really do like a good thorough cleaning. Na hiyo cleaning nilisomea high school. Sikuisomea high school and primary. Because kulikuwa na hiyo structure. Ati sasa kukaa kujua kuna kwanga na general cleaning a certain time.
At the end of the week.
Ama you can scrub things a certain way. Ama you can, like, that one really opened me up. So at a easy doing cleaning for me, it's something I like and I do. And so silikuwa wapi?
High school, primary.
Yeah.
It's interesting, that story of joining high school. I went to 2 high schools. The first one was Muhoho High School. That's what kulikuwa drama. I remember when I was in Form 2 before I left, because I left the school in Form 2.
Yeah.
So the Form 1s have come. Muhoho hakukuwa na story now. I've never had something like a school dad. I've never heard of that concept in a boys' school. It was basically mali unalala. We call that a base, in base. So the Form 4 or the Form 3, because like in Muhoho, bed za chini zilikuwa za Form 3, Form 4. You are very lucky if you got bed ya chini Form 2. Ni ilikuwa because of some sort of shortage. Shortage. Usicheke hii. We.
You know, for a minute, I was
Umeflow naye. Okay, nivo sasa ni like I was saying, ungepata bed ya chini. It was because of some sort of shortage. Umemaliza. Wait. Highlights.
No, for a minute I wanted to sit and think what that is. Okay.
So only Form 3 Form 4 chini yako is basically like now what you are saying, your school, but no, with these ones they were nice for the first 2 days.
2 days only.
Alafu sasa unaanza kuosha shati like unanipata. Then there's that assertion of bidhi mimi ndo. But anyway, story time. So I'm in Form 2. The Form 1s have come in. The parents ndo hapo. So we are the ones helping them to carry things to the dorm.
Yeah.
From home it was easy. Like parents could come to the dorms.
Yeah.
So there was this parent. He was a dad. Sijui kama alikuwa single dad ama ilikuwa aje. But he was the only one who had brought his child. So kulikuwa na dorms huko chini. It was Kenyatta, yes. It was Kenyatta. So box imebebwa, mattress but the group that took the box were not in sync with the one who took the mattress. So for the one who took the mattress, it was just someone who needed a new mattress. His mattress was worn out. A senior guy, a Form 3, Form 4. So they get to the dorm and the father is leaking on the mattress ya mtoto. Kuchukua like aisama kuchukua hapana. Sisi tumebeba box na bucket. Kumbe mattress ilinyakuliwa na mtu. It was that well in Moho.
Guys.
But life in Moho was hard. It was hard.
First day.
So he had again to go buy another mattress. But sasa wenye walikuwa wamebeba box walipata repercussions.
Yeah.
Kumbuka their fellow Form 2s wajui nani ameiba mattress. Life in Moho was survival for the fittest. I remember one time you guys were coming to see me.
Yeah.
It was you and mom. that night tunatoka prep juu stima zimepotea, so dom ilikuwa na downstairs na upstairs. So towards the last steps there's a box. Nikafika hapo ikanite and I stepped on it. Sasa nani anaacha box kwa
hallway?
Get to my bed. Hakuna box. Box haiko. Had ironed my shirts, really like so in high school you had this outfit for funkies, and when parents are coming
and everyone
for going home. So it's all there. Ashkuni form 2 fulani walinibianga. That time was I in form 1? Was it form 1?
Form 1. Form 1 ama
ni form 2.
Ama form 2.
Either. But no, I remember my friends, there was Cairo, there was Jere, there was Teda. So wakakam. Sasa ndio nisaidie kutafuta box. Katafuta tochi, atupati. Alafu none of us is thinking to go and look at the box that was at the staircase, because you see box ya Sam. Unanipata? Hey, we searched the whole of, was in a dorm called Mama Ngina. We searched the whole of Mama Ngina. Then Cairo is like, ngoja, si umesema kuna box ulikanyaga? Hebu tuende tuangalie. Lo and behold, whose box was it? Mine. But now, because mom was aware of what happens in high schools, I had a good box. Haikuwa zile ati zinaweza pigwa butterfly. Butterfly when you're laying ni box inagongwa hapa katikati. So it just caves in. Then they take up the sides. Who is survival? Anyone who survived more from form 1 to form 4, hands down. Imeisha hizi kupiga. So now with mine ingepigwa butterfly na haingetoanishwa hapa nyuma. There was also somehow they used to, I don't know what used to happen,
the
but
hinges kuna vile you can,
so you don't even know you're being stolen from. Na kama mtu unapata kabiskuit akako, kama mtu unapata juice imeenda, kama unapata shati imeenda, you think you have access to the box because they don't tamper with the padlocks, the front area. So you come, you open, kumbe kuna back door. No, they had done is they had cut one of the padlocks. Alafu ingine iliwalemea. Again, mom had bought really good quality. So they really struggled with this one, wakamanage. So they struggled to lift the box. Na alafu ilikuwa chuma. So
don't even know how they
managed. But they managed to take out all the clothes. And I remember you guys found me looking like a homeless person. Mom looked kind of semi-depressed. Because I had to borrow shirts for my friends. They are bigger than me. Nilikuwa kadogo. Tiny.
I remember.
Alafu their best outfits washavalia, kila mtu amevalia the best. So had like a kibagi trouser.
I think we even took a picture.
It was really bad.
But you guys had it rough.
That was rough. Then I remember transitioning to Brookshire. Now culture shock. Cool kids. No, the reception is so. Alafu it's not a lot of people. So now the whole school knows there's a new kid. So everyone comes to your cubicle. Alafu, I got lucky. Someone had just transferred. So the cubicle you guys left me. The school captain was the guy who owned the cubicle there. He used to sleep there. So again, form 2 na nimepata bed ya chini. Maisha London. Cubicle there. School captain. Then now it's like the whole school comes to say hi to you in the evening after prep. Kuna newcomer. Kila mtu nini. But again you realize that by the way, that was a culture shock for me.
Because even
alafu in Moho you are being punished constantly. Ayuko walimu hawapigi. Me Brookshire I think nilipigwa once. Na ilikuwa kimakosa. Nilipatikana wrong side vibaya immediately after break time. So mmetoka kuhave chai, energized nini. So nyi mmedecide tu, alafu mmeingia late, so mmedecide kuextend kelele kidogo. Walinipata nikicheka, unajua mimi nawe nikicheka nacheka.
You do.
So nilipigwa mimi na mjamaa fulani tukachukua makosa ya classroom, but that was the only time I was managed to like, huko ni wapi?
But the two institutions were different because like kwetu who is beating who now? Ati kuchapwa.
The harassment in I also remember something. I was one paranoid guy in Form 1 in Moho. Because Shrek had gone to Moho.
Yes. So there was
and
a
then
bit
during
of...
their era, there was a lot of sodomization.
Oh.
So he had already prepared me psychologically, mentally. He had told me, mtu asikununulie kitu canteen. That was his first stern
no
warning.
good, no good.
Usinunulie mkate, mtu asikufanyie favors. No favors from your seniors. Go find your way. Enda canteens kumana.
So anybody trying to be nice, just cut them off.
So anyone who tried to be nice to me, they got it rough. Jumina wanajua kuhepa mtu. I would
try.
Yeah. Because during his time there was a lot of sodomization, and even during our time there were cases of sodomization. It was bad.
I think for guys,
but I remember the main point here was mimi hata the guy who used to sleep under me, hata the simple act of kindness kuna attack. Nope, don't help me,
you're good.
So like I remember in Form 1, alafu I warned my friends my clique of friends, nilikuwa na kambogi Form 1. So we now decided that this crew we are going to find. So tulikuwa tunatafuta mabigi wa Form 1 yetu, our class. We had a guy called Costa. That was the guy who will go to the canteen. Afinyane. Alikuwa ametoka Murang'a, alikuwa amekauka. So alikuwa anaingia canteen miguu tupu. Bora tu kila mtu ampe ngumu.
Ako sawa.
So I had already given them a warning that by the way, mimi niliambiwa nini kiendelea? So I was like, we need to find our way. So yeah, but that was quite something.
Hey, that's interesting.
Wait.
But I think guys, boys' school and girls' school, me, I had it easy. Kwetu, unless maybe you can't find a shirt or a skirt, there was no bullying. There was nothing, nothing of the sort. And so maybe now on that tone, let's highlight our key moments in high school. I think naweza enda first. Nimekumbuka tu moja, punishments. I don't know what you guys, and kwetu hatukuwa tunachapwa also. That was not a thing also, unless only the deputy would slap. Na by the time she's slapping you, it's cause
you've gone overboard.
Yeah, ama mmepitana tu mahali. So punishment. So this one time we are sleeping, and lights zinapotea. Coincidentally, by the guys, lights zimepotea kidogo. So lights went out in our dorm peke yake. Everywhere else kulikuwa na lights. So you wake up in the morning. No, you're not even waking up. For some reason you're like, kwani masaa haifiki? You get, I don't know what used to be the trigger to wake up. But when guys wake up early, the lights, so they would go to the shower. So the lights, utajua tu, like utasikia kelele.
Commotion.
Yeah, there would be some commotion. So for some reason, ni kama kila mtu alilala hiyo siku. So nobody woke up. Si wote tulichelewa kuamka. So guys walishaamka, wakaenda prep and all that. So kwa class, there's like a whole section of people missing. Hey, the teacher on duty ako like, what's up? Kwa nini sasa wenyewe walikuwa from different dorms now? Like, hey, what's up? Watu wengi wana miss kwa class. So meanwhile tukiwa dorm, unasikia tu mlango ina
tom. Then the captains had to open, the dorm captains, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, because ni wao walikuwa na funguo. So now everybody wakes up. They're like, crap, what's the time? Tumelala, my dear. We have
prep iko almost creation.
Sasa ni mbio. Kuamka, just dressing up and rushing. So you know what the punishment was. Lights were not the issue, by the way. We were not forgiven for that. The teacher on duty alikuwa amesema, so now within the day, you are going to carry your mattress. Mwende parade. Lale. Go sleep there. Yes. Then you know the parade is the center of
attraction.
Man, that day was long. Okay,
So
Ali change mind within the day at some point. So now we were told to scrub the walls. Na perimeter walls. Like literally, it was hectic.
And chafu, of course.
Yeah, so, but that was very that was very interesting. Punishment. Unaambiwa usimame mahali for like an hour. Na hapo ukisimama hapo, like everybody's just going to see you. All the teachers, they know. Everyone knows uko wrong side. So it's just awkward. No, you mentioned sodomization. Kwetu we had there was a teacher who was like, you cannot hold hands. Mpato umeshikana ati you're walking and so my hand is on you or we are holding hands. Anasema nyinyi lesbians. So mara mingi ungepata mmeshikana tu mkono. Enda mkafieke. Yeah. Nilikuwa tu kitu innocent. Yeah, ni ya mtu hata mkuu hapo. But punishments, I think for me that was one of the highlight because that was a big one. Mine sports. I remember in Form 1 that culture of the captains coming to class. Mimi naitwa Willy, mimi ni captain wa Roji. Nataka kucheza Roji. Mimi naitwa Simon, mimi hucheza futa. Mimi naitwa Mucheza. Like the captains now recruiting you. It was fun because that was why I got to join rugby. Because at first I was confused, nilikuwa basketball. Then I tried tennis. Until nikajipata rugby, which was something I was not expecting. But that culture of, recruiting new talent was really nice. And then when you go and they see like, hey, you have potential. Then at some point you decide to switch. Ni first ambado, unajua utakujio. Leo saibu inatupata. But we still have to do this. Like I was saying at Brookshire, sasa nilikuwa kila mahali. Like that was what made me know in Brookshire. Okay. Like you could see me everywhere. Kuna timata nilikuwa kwa swimming nini? Kwa swimming team. Sikuwa sawa. Unanipata. But it was uko scouts, uko rugby, alafu everything you are doing, you're good at it. Unanipata. Alafu you are not that many. So, but people know kuna ule mjamaji kwa hapo ukiraise flag, kwa hapo journalism, kwa hapo una present kitu. And it was fun. Nice. That was one of the highlights. Yeah. So another one for me, I think being sent home for fees. You would imagine it's a bad thing. Yeah. But it was a very good thing. Hey. Very good. Enjoyment galore. Very good, so much that you're listicky somewhere. You were just hoping. You'll make the list. Can I be in that list? Can I make the cut? Because you just want you to breathe. Hata kama unajua utaenda tu ulale one day, then you come back. That thing used to do wonders. Na home food. For me ilikuwa tu nitoke, niende tu home. Like it's interesting. But that I think niyo tu kukaa. I don't know, there's a time school ni kama prison. Kind of. It's not prison. Okay, you get the to some extent. You get the analogy. You feel like you're too enclosed. So yeah, that's one for me. Yeah, and it used to happen. Not every so frequent, but it used to happen, and I used to like it. Another highlight for me, the last one for me, entertainment. That was entertainment na funkies. But hata chat watani na funkies sana. Kulikuwa na feeling flani entertainment. Yani on Saturdays you could live and tell the mood was different. It will start on Friday. You know you're not going to wake up at the same time. Yeah. So watu story. Wengine ati wanajifanya nini. Yani it was just kulikuwa na hiyo vibe. Alafu sasa the day Saturday. Unaona hata yani tunatoka class. Yeah. Watu wafanye hata captains, watu wafanye cleaning mbio tuanze entire mapema. So then there was the battle as juu watu wa hip hop na watu wa reggae. Ni mtasikiza reggae up to this point, mtasikiza hip hop up to this point. Nini ilikuwa ya kusikiza? Before movie. Before the movie now. Okay. People want to dance, alafu si unapata watu wa hip hop wanasema, yani kulikuwa na nini watu wa hip hop na watu wa reggae. And now the normal. So unapata hata hiyo kukaa chini, alafu movie selection, nani yako na movies in mind? Naandika hip hop and funky. Entertainment and funkies. But most later to major entertainment. That was great. Na funky pia to them. you loved?
Pia iko feeling hiyo tu kutoka plus nenda hata mnaona madem sasa. Interaction ulikuwa na realize kumbe hizi genders mbili tunapendana. Unanipata? Unapata hata wao wako excited.
Yeah,
but entertainment
that was good.
Entertainment was it was a good way to decompress.
It was so good that pale mbele for months you just don't go and sit anywhere.
Podium iko na
wenyewe.
Form 4.
You go look for a seat.
Alafu do you remember the pride when you get to Form 4 and now the podium is yours?
Easy, kiburi. No pressure.
You hata have kurush ndo upate a good spot. You just tell your friend within nishikie tu nini kando yako. Plus people also know. Mja musikiza na so ukiona nani hapa kiasi atakatua hapa.
Oh yeah, that was good. I forgot about that one.
Entertainment
was good. I used to watch soap operas. I know we used to have our session. Sasa chana na usiku ni kama ilikuwa premium now like that. Sasa afternoons soap operas man.
Mnajua ilishi
ukiingia tu hapo silence. Mapenzi.
Sasa sisi yetu ilikuwa dancing. Watu kwanza walikuwa na dance before movie. Watu ni wakatiki, watu wakulengo. Like people used to dance. Like serious. Hakuna mademo, hakuna anything but people, watu wanaenda na jeka segment kama pale. Wengine pale. It's like a dance competition mahali tu hapo. And you realize by the entertainment ukisikia wakubwa itisha entertainment allowance iko mchezo. Entertainment is necessary in this life. Because it was a good way to decompress. Ulikuwa unapata Sunday watu wako fresh sana.
And to look forward to also.
Yep. Na kupea energy ya ku get through them.
Yeah. Another one for me was spirituality. Spirituality for me was very huge in high school. Because nilikuwa nimejoin CU. We used to have CU on Sundays afternoon. So you could either choose to go watch some soap operas ama kulikuwa na sasa session ya CU. And that one really grounded me. Not like Bible study. Like if I tell you I used to look forward to Sunday. Because now there's a team, kuna church, and I think it's what they call high school ministry. Kunakuwa na category kama hiyo in churches, because even in our church I've had something of the sort. And they would come, a small team would come. So unagawanyishwa, you sit in small groups. There's a session of praise and worship, then you sit in small groups, you discuss the Bible. That was good for me. That was so good for me.
But remember, there were even some CU guys who used to fast. What was CU good walikuwa serious?
I used to fast in
but that was in high school. Brookshen siku hiyo. Brookshen.
Me, I used to fast. I used to acha tu tuseme kama unasikianga vile mtu anasemanga uliongeleshwa na Mungu hiyo time.
Hiyo time ilikuwa kweli.
That time it was deep. I remember even Dad at some point was like your faith can move mountains, and that time I was so grounded, and it was a good thing for me. That was your last one. Another one for me was big up to all the parents who show up to
school meetings, academics day, and all that. Even picking you up if they need to pick you up, and showing up on time. Me, one of the highlights is my dad. My dad would show up, and he would be the first one. Najua ni yule wa ku keep time. But that is a good one. He also showed up for me.
Nice.
That I'll never forget. Plus he's a good chef, so he would make something. Then he'd come. Kwanza I remember for me, he was in Mohoho, he was part of the PTA.
Oh yes.
So he would come, leave me with chicken, any well-cooked chicken. Then he goes into the meeting. Alafu that time, he was also part of the BOM. So akikuja BOM, he will save his food for me because now alikuwa anapikiwa. So he will take his food afterwards. Of course, lazima uende hapo ukatulie ukijifanya tu unapita hapo mbali wako na meeting, but you know what you are doing. Then he will signal me. He'd give me his food. Alafu of course, alikuwa anajua kuachia. Looking back, mzee was a good one. Anakuachia kitu. Mimi alikuwa na ushape pocket money, but akikuja meeting ya BOM anakuachia kadhaa.
Something. For me, like there's no good feeling. Yani mmekaa, unajua mnakwanga mmekaa mmetulia, then I think you're peeping through the windows. Like he used to be like the first one. Nasikia tu, Puri, I've seen your dad. You just like, yeah. Yes. Because sasa wangekuja, at times they would have the meeting first, then before
you get to
now.
see them.
So hiyo tu feeling ya kujua your parent has showed up.
Hata concentration sasa una manage, you know, even look
you're
for
good.
the anxiety is gone.
Hey.
Because at times they have not arrived, then uko hapo kila ni kama almost the whole of the class have seen their parents.
You have not seen their parents.
Then you are like, wait.
I think it's only one time. I think I was in a bad headspace. I didn't want anybody to come, so I didn't even tell them. No, unfortunately, because it backfired on me. Wale wazazi hawakukuja, walipigiwa simu.
Wakasamonio.
Wakaambiwa, you didn't come for this, please find time and come a different day. So he came. But
Mzai was
like,
a good one.
Hey, that really. And you know, this session, I don't know what's up with high school. I don't know, this is just me. Me and my mom. Sijui ni nini tulikuwa tunaulizana.
Naona ngani kama
hatukuwa tunapatana.
In Kikuyu we call it hoirano. Yani kudharauliana tu, it's like unaniambia nini? Hata unaniambia.
We never used to.
Then there's also that attraction. Kumbuka at that age,
get along.
There's that attraction to the dad more than to naturally nakwanga tu.
Because that was easy when I tried to dad's energy more than.
Because again, moms are more strict than dads.
Yeah, true.
True. So there's also that friction because of that.
Yeah.
You feel like she does not understand.
Yes. And then considering that I was lazy kidogo, tutasema kidogo ama ni sana. Hiyo mkienda home mnapitana tu. So I think for all the parents that show up when they need to show up,
kudos.
Good job. Do I have another one? A major highlight. I think the friends were great. I had really good friends. One has come in mind. Kuwekwa ukae na deskmate mwenye hautaki and you have nothing you can do about it and you just stay with her
and the class teachers used to know.
Yes, and then you end up being best friends.
Yeah. And the class meetings. Did you have class meetings? Like I remember for us, like on Wednesdays we used to have class meetings, and that's when you bond with your class teacher, because they don't know if you realize that really in high school, like for us, you used to really love your class teacher. Hata akiwa duty mnamsherehekea, because at that point for us, I remember even in Moho, we had a teacher called Mr. Mbudhi, and the same culture I found it in Brookside. That is the only teacher who you can tell ule mwalimu ni mtiaji. You know hata fikisha message, but and that's the only teacher you can also tell ule captain fulani wa DH yeye tukalia biba ama anachukia hii class, and then there will be the deliberations, what do you think we should do, and then the class teachers were really nice. They knew how to get the message without getting you guys in trouble.
Okay.
So with time you see changes, but no one realizes that. Yeah, but there's also that he was like a big brother. The class teachers for us, they were like big brothers, because I remember even in Form 3, Form 4 at Brookside, we had a teacher called Mr. Matega. You know, mwangalia tu ni brother. Hata akiwa on duty kwanza mnafurahi sana. He's like your big brother. There's the respect, and then you also feel like he resonates. Because that's when you can even trust the deputy. He hears you. And you know that aspect of someone just giving you a listening ear. Huyu depa anachukia. They listen, they try to deliberate and see what I can do. The class meetings were also something I used to look forward to.
Oh God,
because that's when you saw people in their
element.
We are you prefect to prepare.
And it's easy. Do I remember? I know we had meetings, but can I remember how they used to go? I can't remember. I also have a very selective memory. I remember things. There are things I remember very clearly.
And there's some you choose to just buy.
There are some I just don't quite remember. But I also remember I had my favorite teachers. Yeah. I remember them in my head.
That was
But high school.
We could go on and on up to tomorrow.
Yeah,
High school was.
But high school. It was
But then
a
up to
good
reality, it was
experience.
fun.
It was fun.
At the moment, it was hectic.
It was hectic.
When you start reflecting, it was a good period.
It was a good. Hata unaona hizo, because I know even people like would catch feelings. Unaona hizo even being made prefect ama wanaitwa aje, head girl.
Yeah.
Wanaitwa head girls and deputies and all that. Unaona hizo leadership whatever. They are really also like unaanza tu kuona structure. You introduce to structure a bit early, and so it starts to make sense very early.
And you realize that without these structures we are done.
Yeah, you cannot move. Things cannot move.
Hey, watu to keep our freedom. Kila mtu atajitawala.
Sana. So it's important. The structure, it always fascinates me. And yeah, that was our high school experience. And if you have watched up to this part, thank you so much for sticking around.
Oh, this was a long one.
This was a long one, yeah.
It just happens that, hey, tumeongea.
It could be an hour.
Yeah.
An hour
and
episode.
More.
Yeah, or more. An hour and more. Yeah. But it was so good. I don't know why it feels like it's been a while. Because we didn't have an episode last week. But so good to see you, and we wish you a good weekend.
Yeah. And a great rest of the week ahead.
Yeah. So catch us on our social.
Purity Shulak.
On Instagram.
Yeah. Purity and Shulak. Purity Shulak. And our page is interesting by the way.
Yeah, go check it out. And we shall see you on the next one.
Sayonara.